Hey everybody, and welcome to the D&D podcast. Today I have a story about the time my druid contracted lycanthropy. Now for those of you who don't know what lycanthropy is, it's essentially when you get bit by a werewolf, a were-tiger, a were-rat, and you start to turn into one yourself. Now, we were at the time running Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and our neighbor, a mech, he sent in rats to destroy our business. At the time, we did not know that they were rare rats, so we assumed we could take them at level 2 no problem. Unfortunately, the problem did arise when they started to transform. They greatly outnumbered us, but we decided to take them anyway. It did not go well at first, and believe it or not, they did not attack our customers, even though the GM gave roll for that. They only really focused on us because we were the only real threat to them at the time. But when they did attack us, they would bite. And they bit about 3 of us, or no, just 2 of us, me and another member of the party. Thankfully, we did have a Barg that knew some restoration spells, and he was able to heal the other person before the lycanthropy took hold. I, on the other hand, started to become almost rabid. That's how the DM described it. He told me to kind of just turn on the party at a certain point, and he would tell me when that would be. But thankfully we'll get to that point in a minute. First thing I want to say, in 5th edition, there are no clear lycanthropy rules. Well, there are, but no real lycanthropy transformation rules. I do know that there are in the fan-made Grim Hollow, which I have not been able to obtain, but what I have read of it, the lycanthropy rules are very interesting, though I haven't read all of them yet, naturally because I don't own it. Though I'm sure I will soon, once I find it in me to spend money. But in regular 5th edition, which we were working with, the DM just had to sort of improvise what being infected with lycanthropy would be like. So we finished off the were-rats. I was happy that I got the final blow with the spell Moonbeam, which we actually misread at the time, because the spell Moonbeam says it's in the shape of a cone. Now, we forgot to read the one word that shines down in a cone. I thought that meant I could have the cone wherever I wanted. So I basically Kamehameha waved it from my hands. I shot it out of my hands and it grew, and that's how I killed 2 were-rats at the same time. But not long after that, the other players saw I was bit, and the druid was out of spell slots. So immediately they tied me down, even though I did roll a con check. I did fail, but no one knew that. The DM didn't even tell me if I failed. But they just in case, they tied me down in a chair. And something I should probably mention, in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, you own a bar. There is a basement in that bar, but what we did was, with my ability to move earth as a cantrip, it took us a couple of days, but we built a fight pit underneath the bar and underneath the basement. They took me down to the fight pit. They tied me to a chair and kind of just left me there so they could just go take a long rest overnight and restore their spell slots and then heal me in the morning. The entire night, I tried to fight, kick, and scream. I had used my last wild shape for that day because at this point the game told me to turn on the party. I tried to break out of the ropes every chance I got, though my strength wasn't too good since strength was my jump stat. I didn't really think I would need it, though you would think it would be con with how many con checks I failed. Anyway, the night passed. Morning came. I kind of wore myself out. The Barg came in, used some kind of restoration spell on me, and I was back to normal, though I did have a level of exhaustion for that day since I was pretty much up all night trying to fight these restraints. Anyway, that's the story of the time my druid had lycanthropy. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything I can be talking about, and until next time, roll well.